from Nigeria?
Yes.
You're from Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have papers to be here in South Africa?
Yes, I have my ID.
You have your ID?
Yeah.
You have your ID?
Yes.
No. How did you get the ID?
I got my ID from Home Affairs.
We are man guys. Sir, where did you get the ID? When was it?
Since 2005.
It was 2005.
2000.
You came to South Africa to do what?
I came to.
What is the main reason for you to come to South Africa?
I came to South Africa because there was a war in Nigeria.
No. You came as a refugee. So what are you doing now for living in South Africa?
Sorry?
What are you doing now for living here in South Africa?
I'm employing the South Africa.
What are you doing? Are you the one who's running the kawash? No, look, sir. Just to be gentle, because I'm an old man. We are here to tell you, according to Immigration Act 2002, Section 13, 15, and 19, you are not allowed to operate any kind of business, not unless you have a minimum investment of 5 million rand and above. It's either you invest to the existing business or to the new one, you register with the CIPC, with Revenue and Home Affairs. You must apply for a business visa. You are not allowed to operate in informal trading such as kawash. So now we're not asking you, you have to close this kawash now. It belongs to South Africans. Are we together?
No, I'm listening to you.
Yes.
But the investment of this car wash is more than 5 million.
No.
Local business, not Nigerian.
You can't invest in such business. It's not for it's an informal trading. The informal is a benefit of the South Africans. No. We're not going to delay because we're going to submit the memorandum. But we're telling you, just close down now.
There's so many issues with this video. So many issues. You can hear that one of them came with an agenda, and not to hear the other person, but the agenda to execute what they want. It's not a question of whether you are legal or illegal in the country. That no longer matters to them. It's a question of you are a foreign national, we don't want you in this country. It's as simple as that. They no longer care about whether you are, and this is the sad part of this whole entire movement. That's why I said this thing moved from wanting to remove illegal immigrants to now removing all foreign nationals. He's an old man indeed. And you can see the man is afraid. He's surrounded by many people. He's probably alone right there. And anything, look, this is South Africa. Anything can literally happen right there. He can literally get hit. And for what? He's well documented. He's got a business that's producing a revenue of more than 5 million rand. So even according to themselves, according to amendments, the man is standing out. He's standing right. He's standing straight. He's upright according to the law. He's hiring South Africans. And then you want them to close the shop. What's going to happen to these people that have jobs? You see, this is what I was saying about how the mentality is off. Their mindset is off. Again, this is not speaking for all South Africans, but this is speaking to all the loud ones, the ones that are making the most noise, because we all know empty tins make the most noise. If he closes this car wash, all the South Africans that are working, what happens to them? They need to go back and start looking for another job, because who's going to run this car wash? Look, handing over a business is not as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't just wake up one morning and then the business is now handed over to someone else. There is a process to it. And even when the new management comes in, is he going to keep the same employees that are there, or is he now going to come and hire his own people? There is a lot that undergoes to the handover of a business or the closing down of a business. These very same people don't even consider their own people. That's what I speak of when I say black on black hate. If truly you are looking for your people, you're looking out for your people, this man is hiring your people, why would you want him to close down? He's here legally. His business is registered legally. He's got all the legal documents. So what is the issue with him? There is no issue, except for one. He's a foreigner. It's a very, very emotional subject, this immigration thing. It really, really is. And it's a sad reality that we are currently living with in South Africa. And yes, they are tightening. South Africa is really tightening their laws on immigration. It's very hard now for a foreigner to get documents. It's very hard. And I'm not saying they're wrong in doing so. Look, if someone is in the country illegally, you have the right as a country to deport them back to their country. 100%. But not to even attack those who are legal, that's a problem. And to have the people of the country deciding to deal with matters in their own hand, that too is a problem. It shows that the people of South Africa are frustrated with the government, not even with the people. It's the government they're frustrated with. That's at the beginning I asked this question. Are South Africans angry at foreigners, or are they angry at a government that has failed to manage immigration properly? They are not angry at the foreigners. They are angry at the government failing to regulate the laws of immigration, amongst many other things that the government is failing to do for the South African people. Unemployment is one of them. The employment rate in South Africa is extremely high. I think it's about 30% right now. It's extremely high. So in my personal opinion, South Africa doesn't have a foreigner problem. South Africa has an immigration management problem. And those two are not the same thing. And it's good that President Ramaphosa addressed the issue and spoke about how they're now going to tighten things and fix things in terms of immigration. And that's a good start. But let's also deal with these hooligans that are causing trouble for the country and giving the country a bad reputation towards the rest of the world. That too has to be dealt with. And yes, most of them are now going to court, some of them are being arrested, and so on and so forth. Like I said, the damage has been done. Okay, which is what the government wanted. To cause a stir up and get people crazy and get people leaving. Now that some people have left, look, this is probably not a very good comparison, but I'm gonna make this comparison anyway. The COVID pandemic. That pandemic was meant to regulate the population. The COVID pandemic, I'm probably going to get hated for this. YouTube's probably going to ban this part, but the COVID pandemic was meant to regulate the human population. And we all know who made those statements. But I'm not even going to mention his name, just in case I get a flag from YouTube. But it's the same thing with this whole thing. Them starting this March on March thing is to regulate the amount of illegal, not even illegal, is to regulate the amount of foreign nationals in this country. Now that they've regulated it, the government wants to come in and look as if they're the hero. And they want to say, no, we're going to arrest him, The job is already done, sir. And thank you for platforms like Raw Conversations where we speak the truth as it is. The job has already been done. And now you're just going to come in and act as if, oh no, it was not our intentions. No. We know how these things work. A country has every right to decide who comes in another country. South Africa has a right. You really do have the right. And again, I'm not saying that anyone is welcome to the country. No. There are protocols to everything in this life. That's why in my previous episode, I spoke on a borderless Africa versus a visa-free Africa. And I speak on how I endorse and I second a visa-free Africa over borderless Africa. We still need laws and regulations for the continent of Africa to work, to progress, and to grow. We still need those. So yes, South Africa is right to tighten up their laws. They are. But let's also deal with these much people who are causing havoc and giving the country a bad name. Because the truth of the matter is, South Africa is not a bad country. It's the people, like I said, it's people. We people are the problems.